Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a Power Universe show, a Stars original, Force, Episode 1, and I mean it when I say that is fucking all. Episode 1. So we're gonna get right into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so this is yet another spin-off from the series from the series Power. And yeah, it's about Tommy going off to California to do the business deal that he made with Jason to take over the West Coast, right? On the way, though, he decides, after an existential crisis he has in the car and breaking down about everything that happened, that he's gonna make a stop in Chicago. Why is he stopping in Chicago? To see his grandmother. So now we got to bring in Grandma, and Grandma he thought was dead was really in a convalescent home, and he go and he see her, found out he got a brother, a half brother anyway, and then he decides to stay. But this is my issue. He stops in Chicago. Now, if y'all don't know this, hey, I am a Chicagoan. Born and raised, still here. Let me tell you something. They hurt my feelings and insulted me when the first thing they want to show me is like every other show that want to call themselves based in Chicago. The first thing got to be a train track somewhere that somebody got to be driving under, near, or by. It's ridiculous because Chicago is way bigger than fucking trains. I'm just saying. And then I'm like, did he just walk on to the set of Shameless or something? Like, it looked like the basic same neighborhood, but now we got the cliched street saving in the wintertime, the parking spaces, and then some dude walking up with a knife, threatening him, talking about he the tax man, or what the. I'm like, what the hell is this? First of all, that ain't going on everywhere in Chicago. It does happen. Secondly, ain't nobody sitting up paying nobody to protect the spots for them. That ain't how that works. You protect your own goddamn spot. That's how people know not to mess with the spot, because you don't want to get your ass beat for fucking with the spot in the first place. That's how that works. But anyway, I'm like, 50, you're not from Chicago. You started to dip into territory you don't know nothing about. I'm already getting insulted. So they think, so the parking thing is what they make the issue. So then he parked somewhere else, and after he done slapped the boy in the head and took his knife from him. And anyway, it was dumb. It was dumb. Then this fool sits up here, goes somewhere else. He, in front of what happens to be some type of mob bar that he parked in front of, gets into it with some of the goons. After he done been in there flirting with the bartender already for some kind of, I don't know what this soup was. I can't even remember the name of it. It was some crap I never heard of before. And I'm like, is this some crap they finna try to make a Chicago thing? Some shit that in 40-something odd years I ain't never heard of? What is that? And they went on and on and on about it. And then I come to find out it's got like meat leavings in it. Like, that sounds gross. So yeah, no on that altogether. So I'm like, this is just, it's all going bad right now. And then he decides to take revenge on one of the goons, take his phone, find out about a meet they having with a connect. He go instead. I'm like, dude, you really coming to Chicago to try to rob some people before you go to California? Like, you think that's the best move you can make? And then he got this attitude about everything when somebody tell him he shouldn't or can't do something. So all in all, he ended up saving this one dude's life. Well, two dudes actually. The one head gangster dude's son, and then this other dude that's running this other gang, whose brother, who's also the leader of said gang, is just getting out of jail. So I'm like, okay. And then of course he wanted to run a barbershop, and he don't want to kill no more. I said, so here we go with this stupid trope from whoever these writers are of this particular series of things. Eric's got to be somebody who don't want to kill, and that's their moral conundrum, and then they're going to be pulled into some mess where they got to kill, because he was about to kill the freaking dude he thought was just some dude trying to rob him in the barbershop until he saw the badge on him. He was going to pull out one of the knives from the barber set and slice his neck, running the razors. So I'm like, you can't be too far from killing, not wanting to kill, if that's your first thought and go-to is to try to kill this nigga. So no, and no, and no to all of that. I'm like, this show is dumb. I see where y'all going with all of this, setting up all this unnecessary ass drama. The gangster son, the gangster dude, the Italian, Irish, I don't know what the hell he is. He got a daughter that want to be more into business. It's always one of them people, got to be more, I want to be more, I want to do more, but she just doing the books right now. And the son, that's a clumsy goof and trying to always prove himself and make moves to show that he a badass. And I was like, no. And by the end of it all, Tommy give him their shit back, and then because dude told him to beat it out of town, he decided he gonna stay. So he quit his job going to California to run the business out west where he could have did his own thing. I ain't working for nobody, I'm gonna set up my own stuff. I said, okay, until you gotta hook up with the black gang dudes, because they don't be the only ones that's gonna be able to help you against other dudes, the Irish people that you don't like, that told you to get the hell out of town. Yeah, no, I would not be watching more of this. This is out of the question. Fuck you, Tommy. That's what I got to say to that. You need to kill yourself. When he was rolling on the road and he almost had that existential crisis in the car, he should have hit a damn tree. He should have been flew out the windshield, and that should have been the end of it. Okay. Whew. Got that all out of my system now. That's how I feel about that show. So, this is the first and final video for the show Force. In the meantime, you guys have a great day.